Greetings, this is Andy Perdue with your Wine Press Northwest Winecast for December 18th, 2007. Brought to you by Esquin Wine Merchants in Seattle. 'Tis the week before Christmas, and I have a few things to show you that I've collected over the last few months. Cork Jester wine teasers, and this is kind of a trivia game for wine lovers. It's got a lot of great questions, and what we're going to do is I've selected several of the questions, and we're going to call these out during the demonstration today, and the first person to email me the correct answer will get that item that we're showing at the moment. So we're going to start with the Cork Jester's wine teaser, and the question is, Balthazar, Nebuchadnezzar, and Methuselah aren't just bearded prophets. They're also A. Middle Eastern wine regions, B. Champagne bottles, C. trellising systems. First person to email me the correct answer wins the Cork Jester's wine teasers game. Okay, now we're going to go next to several ways of carrying wines, and we've got several different items that have shown up. This first one is from a company called True, and this is just kind of a fun little way to carry a bottle of wine and to give it as a gift. You can see it has a little ribbon in there, and we just open it up and we pull out our bottle of Elk Cove Pinot Blanc, and that's a great way to carry the wine. And now let's give away one of these. Chablis is made from which grape? Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, or Chenin Blanc? First person to answer that gets this wine tote. Okay, then we also have this antique looking deal. This is also from True Productions, and it's a beautiful carrying case. I don't know if I'd really use it as a carrying case so much as probably a presentation for a gift. And so what you do is you just pop that open there, you unbutton these, and you open it up, and there's room in here for 2 bottles of wine. We have one Pheasant Valley Winery. This is a Zinfandel from the Columbia Valley, and Abracadabra, which is Brian Carter Winery red wine. And we're going to open those up a little bit later. So if somebody would like to win this antique carrying case, you have to be the first person to email me with the answer to this question. You sniff the cork in order to A. judge a wine's quality, B. detect defects in the wine, or C. no reason, it's a silly gesture. First person to email me the correct answer wins this little guy right here. Okay. Now this is kind of fun. We've got these bags from a company called Yakety Sack, and when you open them up, they play a little song. It's kind of a fun surprise. So you open this up and you get I showed these to my neighbors. They thought that was a little freaky, but I think it's kind of cool. You should probably have a bottle of sparkling wine in there. I didn't have one, so I put in a bottle of Thurston Wolf Syrah. I think they'd be happy to get that. That we received, and this one is from a company called What's Your Vine, whatsyourvine.com. It says on here, rich and deep with exceptional character, and on the back it says Chardonnay, and we're going to have Bethany demonstrate or model one of these for us, because this one would barely fit over my arm if I put it on. Okay, let's give away a t-shirt. Okay, question. What gives the famous French dessert wine Sauterne its special tang? A. Gray furry mold, B. Acacia wood barrels, or C. Clover honey? First person to correctly answer that question and email it to me gets the t-shirt. That's an extra large. Is the special edition rabbit. This has a beautiful black leather case, and it opens up like this, and you've got the rabbit, you've got the foil cutter, and you've got an extra worm in case this one wears out. So we start out with the foil cutter. You just put it on here, give it a couple of twists, out comes the foil, and then we get the rabbit in here, wrap it around just like that, down, up, corks out, go like that, and the cork comes out of the rabbit. And we've seen these for a number of years. They're probably the most popular wine openers out there because they're so easy to use. This is the deluxe edition because it comes in this beautiful leather case, so this will look really nice in your collection. We're going to just keep this out for a minute because we might open more than one bottle. Now we've also got this one from True Productions, and this is the an antique looking bottle opener. And I tried opening it, a bottle with it, and it just kind of pushed the cork in. I think I didn't twist it or something. But you would just put it in like this, twist it, and it would go down like that, and then you pull the cork out. Frankly, it's for looks, and I think if I were going to buy one of these, I'd probably just have it in my cellar and show it to people rather than actually trying to use it. And I'm guessing that's really what it's used for. It comes in a beautiful box. This again is from True Productions, and very nice gift for somebody who's interested in wine. So that would go well under the table, or under the. I'd go well under the table. This would go well under the tree. Okay. Now, also from Metro Cane, we have this thing called the V-gauge. I've been kind of critical in the past of the vacuum pumps, mostly because they don't hold their vacuum. Well, this solves that problem. This goes into the wine like that, which is a stopper, but then you have the V-gauge pump, which goes like this, and you just pump it until it gets into the red zone, and then you know you have a good vacuum. And it shows what the vacuum is, and then when you want it to release it, you just pull the little pin on top and pull it off and pour. And that's pretty slick. I like this a lot better than the vacuum fins and some of those products that don't seem to hold their vacuum very well and end up actually causing some damage to the wines. Let's give away, let's see, start with the rabbit. For those who want the rabbit, you're going to have to be the first one to answer this question and send it to me on email. Question: what kind of wine should be stored in the fridge after opening? A, only whites. B, white and sparkling. C, all kinds. Email me with the answer. You win the deluxe rabbit, including the leather case. Now, if you want the antique cork puller, you're going to answer this question. The saucer-shaped champagne glass was supposedly modeled on A, a Spanish orange, B, the head of Dom Perignon's infant son, or C, Marie Antoinette's breast. Answer that question correctly. Email it to me first. You win the antique cork puller and the case. And then let's also give away the V-gauge, which is what I just demonstrated. Answer this question, and you'll win that. Vineyards all over the world often have rose bushes growing at the end of vine rows. What is their purpose? A, honoring the wine god Bacchus, the rose lover. B, an early warning system for fungus and disease. Or C, to attract insects away from the vines. First person to email me the correct answer wins the V-gauge. Now let's look at another product from Metro Cane that's similar to the V-gauge. And that is they claim it's the world's first decanter with its own vacuum system. So first thing we'll do is we're going to take this bottle of Thurston Wolf and we're going to pour it into the decanter. And decanting is a terrific way to let a young wine soften up a bit. You just put it in maybe for an hour or two in a decanter before you taste it, and that wine's going to be a lot more approachable at dinner. This is what your decanter typically looks like at the dinner table. The problem is you drink the wine. If you don't drink the whole thing, doesn't happen at my house, then by the next day the wine that's left in the decanter starts to get oxidized and tired and old, and it's not really worth tasting anymore. So along comes this device from Metro Cane, and this is similar to the V-gauge. You put this tightly over the mouth of the decanter, and then you put this pump on here, and you go like this, and then you just pump it a few times until you get into this red zone, and then you've got a tight vacuum. Wine stays preserved, and it'll taste good the next day. And then just to release this, you pull the top, you release the vacuum, and you pull this open, and you pour yourself a glass of wine. All right, let's give away the decanter with the vacuum pump on it. First person to email me the correct answer to this question gets the decanter with the vacuum pump, not the wine inside, I'm sorry. If your buddy the cork dork claims a wine is hot, he means it's A, stolen, B, alcoholic, or C, voluptuous. First person to email me the answer wins the decanter with the vacuum pump. Well, that's all that's left on my desk. Thanks for tuning in this week. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.